No pressure. March 11, 2020. We all remember it. Everything stopped. No going to work, no going to school, can't go to the grocery store, gotta stay home. Now, as an introvert who's also a single black female without kids and no man, I was excited. I could stay home. I don't have to figure out which wig I'm gonna wear. It was gonna be perfect. But then I thought again, I'm a single black female, no kids, no significant other, no one's checking on me. I'm scared now. What would happen if something happens to me? All my friends are married with children, they're busy. How are they gonna know something's wrong with me? I was scared, really, because that fear came from something that happened in 2009. My oldest brother, may he rest in peace, died in his sleep. Didn't find him for 3 days. 3, because he lived alone. I would later lose my mother in October of 2020 from COVID, also alone. So, as you can probably tell with my personality as a Leo, I'm fearful, but I gotta hide it with fun, with something crazy. And so I said, what am I gonna do to survive this damn thing? So it came down to 3 things. The first was social media. Now, I was already on social media. I wasn't super prolific, but I was like, everyone's at home anyway. So if I started posting some crazy shit, and people knew I was gonna do it on a daily basis, if I didn't post, someone would know something's wrong. But unfortunately, stuff like George Floyd happened. So I got to have this conversation about being black in Edmonds, and everyone started to participate, and it became more than that. And I would talk about restaurants in the area that needed help. And so when I would go out to these places, people would meet up with me and want to take a picture. So I'm like, yes, people know where I'm at. They know if I'm not there, something's wrong. Now, the second thing to survive was alcohol. Now, I was not necessarily a heavy drinker. That has changed. But how many of us did a virtual happy hour? Yeah, we did. And there was a group of us that did it for a long time. We did themes like Three's Company. But I was at home, so I needed that thing to get me through when I'm at home. Now, I'm not saying people should go and drink alcohol. You know, you just need to have an indulgence. People who follow me, they already know I make cauliflower and Brussels sprouts roasted twice a week. I am addicted. I don't know how that happened, but that is my thing. So, pick yours. Now, here's the third one, and this is gonna get a little weird. I'm sorry. Single black female living alone, no husband, no kids. I need to be touched. Sex is the third thing that you need to survive the pandemic. In whatever form that is for you. Now, when it was just weeks and months of the pandemic, I'm like, okay, I can get along by myself. Then, nah. And then I would go on these dating sites thinking no one was there, but it was like packed. And people's preferences started to loosen up a little bit. So I became kind of a hot commodity, which is nice. But I was like, okay. So, you know, some of us went and got a quarantine bay, or 2, or 3. I mean, it's 2 years. You can't have the same person at the exact time. So we had to talk about those things, right? So those are those 3 things. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna feel guilty about these behaviors. Because Alicia, you're a community person. And I'm like, look, we're about to go into 2022. We're coming out of this pandemic, but all of this is not gonna go away. And I had to learn things about myself surviving through this pandemic. And that was the thing to say, it was not about guilt, it was about survival, because the struggle is real. And it's real for all of us, and we are still going through it. So you don't necessarily have to be a single black female without a man or kids to go through this, but you understand that that's what I had to do. And it helped me to learn not only about myself, but others around me. There's some relationships during the pandemic that got stronger and others that fell away. But at the end of the day, we are still going through this and going through this together. I just try to do it with a little humor. So please follow my social. I promise you, you're gonna laugh. Thank you.